Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Traditions Homestead. Well, today we're going to try again. On our last video we confessed to you guys that when we let the pigs out of their training pen for our 4th of July video, it didn't work. The smallest pig that we have, the one we're calling Pee-wee, actually was able to get underneath the electric fence and escape. This told me two things. One, I didn't spend enough time making sure the bottom wire on our fence was put up correctly and at exactly the right height all the way around the fence. There were some low spots in the ground, which made the fence probably about 10 inches off the ground in some of those areas. Last year, our pigs didn't ever really try to get out of the fence, so I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. Apparently this year's a little bit different story. So I've gone back, I've added a lot more poles to the fence, I've adjusted the wires to make sure everything is at exactly the right height, and I've actually added 2 additional strands of wire. Now in our last video I told you that I added a 3rd strand of wire. Well, after that video I kind of freaked out even a little more. I realized that I had enough supplies left to add a 4th strand of wire, so I've done that as well. I really don't want these guys to get out, but I really want them to be out of their training pen so that they can, forage. They have this nice big area that they'll be able to live in, but we need them to be trained on the electric fence. So that was about a week ago that we put them back in their training pen. We hooked up a better wire system inside their pen to train them again, and today we're going to try letting them out. Hopefully it goes a lot better than it did last time. But we won't know until we try, so let's go let them out. All right, here we go.
Of course, Pee-wee's the first one out.
Hi, Penny. Hi, Big Mama. Hi. All right. All we can do now is wait and see what happens.
For the next little while, we'll stay in here and watch them and just make sure that initially they're not trying to get out. But we need to come back here several times throughout the day, make sure everybody's accounted for, and make sure that Pee-wee doesn't find a way out. But hopefully this is the time that they'll really learn where the boundaries are, respect the fence, and stay in here, because this is really a wonderful environment for them.
Letting them out this first little while, it's kind of a double-edged sword. On one hand, I'd like to see them test the fence to see what they do. On the other hand, I'm kind of glad they're not testing the fence, because that should mean that their training was good, that they don't want to go anywhere near it. So I don't know what I'm hoping for here, but so far I'm glad that they're just staying far away from the fence. I've seen them all a couple times now kind of run, and they notice the fence in front of them and they come to a stop and turn around and walk away. They haven't actually touched the fence, but to me it says that they were, they knew that that was the boundary. So far so good. Hi! Hi guys! This is why we don't just feed them out of pans, because as soon as you put even a little bit of water in a pan, they just want to take a bath in it instead of drink out of it. But they're having a great time. I'm going to see if they would like being sprayed with the hose. Our pigs last year did. Well, they've been out for about a half hour now. I haven't seen any of them touch the fence. I thought Pee Wee was going to right there, but she didn't. She put her nose right up to it and backed away. So we're going to go up to the house and get some other jobs done that need to be done. And we'll come back probably every half hour all day just to check on them. We need to make sure things are going well. And, you know, if one of them does happen to get out, we can't let it be for long before we figure out what's going on. So we're gonna go back to the house and leave them out here alone.
I'm sitting in our shower cottage garden, and I want to talk with you a little bit about this. This project I've been thinking a lot about since the winter. It was this winter that I started dreaming about this area. And this is a really neat area because last summer Kevin built an outdoor shower here. It's behind me here. Behind those that metal, that wonderfully rustic metal, is an outdoor shower, and it is really nice to have on a hot day when we've been working outside, to just jump in there and, you know, wash all the sweat and dirt off. And so this winter I was planning what would be a wonderful kind of oasis to escape from the work and the heat, and just to be able to come out from a shower and just relax and have a bunch of amazing flowers growing everywhere, a sitting area. And so that's what I've started working on. Before Grace's vehicle accident, I was making some really good progress on these flower beds, and I have quite a few perennials in here in different areas. I did add some annuals, but since her accident about 3 weeks ago, I haven't been able to do anything. So really, the way it is right now as far as flowers and the garden bed areas, it's the way it's going to be probably until next spring. A lot of the plants that I've put in here are still really small. They're going to take a year or more to get really nice and full and big. And some of the annuals, you know, I put in late because we've been planting our food. But I am pleased with the progress that the plants have made this year. I can see in my mind how amazing this is going to be in the years to come. There's some work to be done though. Kevin's going to work on some really nice additions to this area today, and we'll see how things look by the time he gets done with some of those. But it's shaping up really well. After we see how far he gets today, I'll go through some of the areas and tell you some of my disappointments, but some of the things I'm really pleased about in here. But let's see how far Kevin can get done on some of the things he wants to do today in here.
Well, it's been about 3.5 hours since we let the pigs out. We've gone and checked on them one time about, I don't know, an hour and a half ago or so, and they were still in, so that's good. We're gonna go back down now and see how they're doing. I'm gonna take some marshmallows along with me. Pigs absolutely love marshmallows, and now that they're out and they have such a big area, we really need to start training them to come when we call them. Marshmallows are an easy way to do that because they like them so much. So I'm gonna just take this down there and leave this down there so I can start calling them, and they'll learn that they're gonna get a treat when I call their name. So we're gonna head down there, see if they're okay, and then I need to get back to work. I'm hoping to finish up our outdoor shower garden today. We're making some improvements to that. I'll show you that later on, but right now let's go check on the pigs. Well, I don't see them, so hopefully they're in there somewhere. It is a big area and there's a lot of stuff growing up, so it's easy for them to hide. Let's see if we can call them and get them to come. Come on, pigs! Come on, pigs! Let's try to find where they are. I see Penny. Oh, here they come. Hi, pigs. Hi, girls. How are you today? Are you enjoying your freedom? I brought you some treats. You guys seem happy today. Who wants a marshmallow? You want a marshmallow, Penny? You want a marshmallow, Pee-wee? And you, Big Mama? You probably want 3 or 4. You better eat it or someone else is going to take it. Well, I think these are some happy pigs. No, only one right now. You may be another one later. Right now,
give them another one.
Another one?
Yep.
All right, one more, but that's it for now. All right, here you go. Here you go.
I don't have any.
Here.
Hey, that's my shoes.
Penny, want another one? Here, Penny. There you go. There you go. Oh, you guys are crazy. Yes, you're good pigs. Don't eat my shoes.
While Kevin is working over in the shower garden, Samantha and I are going to get some things ready for the farmer's market. We don't have any produce, no veggies or fruit to take, so we're going to be cutting some herbs today. We definitely have a lot of basil that's ready, so we can take some of that. I took some last week and one person bought them all. So today we're going to cut some more and take it tomorrow. Just a few bundles. I keep them in jars with water in it to keep them fresh for the farmer's market. And then we'll look around and maybe there are some other types of herbs to cut and take as well. We also have a bunch of dill that is ready to be harvested, and it's perfect timing because most people have cucumbers coming out of their garden. Not us, our cucumbers aren't doing very well, but there are people at the farmer's market who are going to be looking for dill so they can make dill pickles. So we're going to cut a bunch of this dill and put it in a bucket that I have here, and it'll keep it fresh until tomorrow morning, and then we'll bunch it up into bunches of about 4 stalks in a bunch and sell it to those people who are ready to make their dill pickles. They're still ready. Look at these gorgeous zinnias, you guys. This whole garden is just filled with gorgeous zinnias. So that's the last thing that we're going to do to get ready for the farmer's market. We're going to cut zinnias and sell them in small bouquets. Last week I sold every single small bouquet that I took. I bunched them in bouquets of 6 zinnia flowers. I only charged $2, but I took quite a few, so it all worked out. They're so beautiful, and they draw a lot of attention at the farmer's market because they're so colorful and bright. So that's what we're gonna do last to get ready for the farmer's market, is cut flowers. Here you go, Mom. Thank you.
You get the one with the dead fly.
Oh, okay. I'll take the dead fly one. Good. We got a nice bucket full. Samantha has some too. She already went in the house. But these are going to be beautiful for the farmer's market. I'm going to take these in the house, and then we can see how Kevin is doing with his project. Well, the shower garden is looking really great, but you can't see yet because we're gonna go check on the pigs just one last time.
Well, they're not right here again, but that doesn't really mean anything. They're somewhere back there, I hope. So let's call them and see if they come for another marshmallow. Come on, pigs. Come on, pigs. I see them. They're sound asleep in their house. I guess it's been a big day for them. Now they're all cuddled together, sleeping in their house inside of where their training pen was. Now they're up. Come on, pig. Hi, Penny. Hi, Pee-wee. Hi, Big Mama. Hi, guys. Are you enjoying your day? Were you taking a nap? I've got more marshmallows.
Well, so far so good, I think.
Yeah, it's been just over 8 hours now that they've been out. I'm feeling pretty confident. I don't want to get too confident, but I'm thinking they're going to stay in this time, so.
Well, that is a relief.
Yes.
Now they have a big area where they can just explore.
I can tell you though that I'll be out here early tomorrow morning to check on them and make sure they made it through the night okay. I'm sure they'll be just fine, but.
Should we show them the shower garden now?
Yeah, let's go take a look at it.
Doesn't it look great, you guys? Come inside and you can see what it looks like in here. All the finishing touches that Kevin did look so great. He put up this lattice fencing for really an instant feel of privacy, and it will give a nice area for these hyacinth beans to climb. Now, I will tell you that I'm a little bit disappointed in the hyacinth beans. They haven't really taken off. They're only, 12 inches tall. I thought by now they would have really taken off. I thought they were a fast grower. But I'll take some responsibility for that too. I got them in pretty late, and it's really pretty shady here, and maybe it needs full sun. We are going to plant with some fast-growing cucumbers at the end. Maybe that will help. But either way, this lattice really does make it feel more private back here. I think the plants look so much nicer actually now that the fencing is up and now that Kevin spread the rest of the mulch all over the place. And look, he made us a sitting area, and he found these chairs on clearance at Walmart. I love a deal. They were only $25 each. So I'm happy about that. He bought these pavers and made this sitting area with that, which I think is great. We already had this table. But he also made a walkway from the sitting area to the shower, which will be really nice.
Well, thanks for spending the day with us today. I really think this time the pigs are going to stay in. I think the last time, I have to take some of the blame myself. I don't think I had a good enough training wire inside of their pen for them, and I also don't think I did a good enough job making sure the outside fence was adjusted correctly. So I'll take a little bit of the blame, but that Pee-wee, she's kind of a troublemaker.
But I think they're going to be so happy out there. They're just going to have just a wonderful life to be able to dig all they want and eat and just lay around in the shade or go out in the sun. They're just going to have a grand time. So you guys, thanks also for spending some time with me and Samantha getting ready for the farmer's market. Even though we don't have a lot, we're going to take what we have. You guys, thanks for stopping by the homestead today. If you are not a subscriber and you're enjoying our channel, please consider subscribing. We would appreciate it. Also, if you know other people that would enjoy our channel, please share it with them as well. And until next time, thank you so much for stopping by the homestead. Take care and God bless.
God bless.